Well, one company with a big interest in mining reported its half-yearly results today. Diversified investment group Washington H. Soul Pattinson has a 60% holding in New Hope, as well as a significant cross-shareholding in building company Brickworks. Soul Pats turned in a pretty solid net profit of $87 million, down 10% though, largely because of a strong $8 and floods which hit the coal miner. I spoke earlier to Chairman Robb Millner, who has strong views about all those taxes. Robb Millner, welcome to the programme.
Thank you.
Let's go to your results first, and New Hope, which is your big profit driver. But the Queensland floods clearly did have an impact. How long before you'll be operating business as usual?
With respect to New Hope, the coal mine, the actual mine wasn't damaged. We lost production there for about a week, but we lost our rail line. We own our own port down on the Brisbane River, and obviously the rail line's been out of action since early January, and we're very hopeful we'll start railing again on Monday.
So do you think it'll impact the full year results?
Well, obviously we've lost two months' production. We have been able to road some coal down to our other mines on the eastern side of the range. So we have been sort of getting 200,000 or 300,000 tonnes out a month, but we're doing well over 500,000 tonnes normally, so it has impacted on us.
Arrow Energy is now off New Hope's books, but you've still got an investment in Dart Energy, haven't you?
Yes.
Now, that obviously is coal seam gas.
Yeah.
Since we last spoke, there's been quite a lot of negative media around coal seam gas. Does that worry you?
Not particularly. I think there's a bit of hysteria around at the moment, but we're all looking for cleaner emissions, and there's no doubt gas is one of the ways to go in the future.
And presumably Dart has its leases offshore, does
Predominantly, most of their leases are in places like Indonesia, India, and they even have some in China.
Have they come across similar problems?
Not at this stage.
But it's early days.
Yes. They've got mostly exploration areas at this stage.
What's happening with New Hope's off-market takeover of Northern Energy? You're now sitting at, over 80%?
We've now got 81%. We made an offer we started at $1.50, and we got them all across the line at $1.85. So we now own 81%. So we're just sitting there at the moment and...
you're a little way off from a compulsory acquisition, aren't you?
Yeah.
Who's holding out?
There's some Chinese company there which has an off-take agreement with Northern Energy for their coking coal deposit at Maryborough. They own 12%.
So how would you go about it, do you think? What are the ways of...
There's a few ways to skin the cat, but we'll come across that. We're not allowed to do anything for 6 months, and then we are able to maybe take another 3%. But the company does need money, because by the second or third quarter of this year we'll need to start developing that coking coal deposit, so the company will need some equity.
So rights issue possibly comes to mind.
That's a possibility, yes.
All right. Well, turning to Brickworks, 32% rise in first half net profits. How do you see the housing construction market at the moment, and what sort of impacts is that going to have on your full year results?